In today's painting, I'm capturing the quiet strength of a lone tree against a glowing sunset sky. I'm using Arches watercolor paper and Daniel Smith paints. I taped all four sides to a board to create a clean white border and to prevent the paper from buckling. I lightly sketched the horizon line, the rolling hills, and the distant mountain to establish the composition. I started by wetting the sky area first. Using a mop brush, I evenly covered the entire surface. Since I'm working with the wet on wet technique, it is important that the paper is nicely and evenly damp, not soaking and without puddles. Once the surface is ready, I begin mixing Hansa Yellow Light with new Gamboge to create a warm yellow variations near the horizon. Then I added Opera Pink to create a soft peach tone. I kept the center lighter to create the glowing effect in the sky. At this stage, I gently tilt the board so that color can flow and blend smoothly without creating harsh lines. As I move upward, I mix Quinacridone Red with yellow to create the rich red-orange tones. Then I blended Opera Pink with Ultramarine to introduce soft violets and deeper hues towards to the top of the sky. Here I move my brush a little quicker because I don't want the paper to dry during the process. Keeping the surface wet helps maintaining those soft transitions and prevent unwanted edges. Near the horizon, I added a touch of violet mixed with orange to create a subtle shadow and depth. I felt the glow in the center was getting lost, so I gently lifted some paint with a damp brush to bring the light back. Once the sky was completely dry, I began painting the distant mountains. I mixed ultramarine with crimson red and added a small touch of lunar black to create a muted, slightly cool tone. For distance mountain, it is important to keep the value lighter and slightly softer so they recede into the background. I vary the tone gently to suggest natural depth but avoided making it too dark, so the focus remains on the glowing sky. Now I move on the rolling hills. I'm using the same wet on wet technique here as well. I start by wetting the surface evenly with clean water. Then I introduced Hansa Yellow Light as a base, followed by sap green to build the natural grassy tones. To create more depth, I mix in ultramarine between the greens of cooler, richer variations. I also added a small touch of lunar black to deepen certain areas and create contrast. I continue playing with different shades of green to give the hills more dimension and movement. While the surface is still wet, I sprinkle a little salt. As it dries, the salt creates a beautiful organic textures that add interest to the landscape. Finally, I added the dark silhouette tree slightly off center to create a strong focal point. For the tree, I mix ultramarine with lunar black to achieve a deep, rich tone without using flat black. I started by painting the trunk and main branches, then switched to the liner brush to create a fine, delicate branch details. I keep the branches expressive but minimal, allowing the shape to speak for itself. The contrast between the dark silhouette and the glowing sky brings the entire composition together. To add a sense of life and movement, I finish by painting a few small birds in the distance. Sometimes a simple landscape and a single tree are enough to tell the powerful story. If you enjoyed this painting process, please like and subscribe for more watercolor tutorials. Thank you.